A record-setting rush hitting San Diego International in full force today. It's time for the Streamline, everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Airport officials anticipate nearly 90,000 passengers to fly in and out every day through Monday. No surprise. America's finest city attracts hundreds of thousands of people for the holiday. We are home to one of the biggest fireworks displays in the nation. And we're talking about the Big Bay Boom. ABC 10 News reporter Ryan Hill joining us live from the San Diego Bay with everything you need to know to get ready for the big show.
Hey guys, where I'm at and everywhere else here along the bay will be packed with plenty of people taking in the fireworks tomorrow. Now there will be 4 barges for the Big Bay Boom, so you can get a good view of all the lights and colors from almost anywhere along the bay. The barges will be located on the water in Shelter Island, Harbor Island, and 2 locations on the Embarcadero. And you're going to want to get your spot early. Last year, the show brought an estimated 500,000 people to the bay, and we know that the waterfront is a very popular spot. So if you're heading this way, officials are suggesting that you take public transportation. MTS will be running extra trolley services before and after the show. And if you're trying to get home to beat those crowds, showrunners are saying be further back from the water and you will actually get a better view. And the show will run about 20 minutes and fireworks will start at around 9:15 p.m. Reporting live here from Harbor Island, Ryan Hill, ABC 10 News.
Who love fireworks on the 4th of July. I don't love traffic, and our roads are going to be very busy this weekend. AAA expects more than 5.4 million people in SoCal to drive to their July 4th destinations. That would be a new record for the Independence Day holiday. It comes even as gas prices remain high. Right now, the average price for a gallon of regular is $5.44 in San Diego County. That's 82 cents more than we were paying on the July 4th weekend last year. It's also well above the national average, which is still $3.82.
From this patrol boat, Harbor Police have a front row seat to one of the busiest weekends on the water. Their goal is to monitor boaters to keep the public safe.
How was it out there?
It's one of the busiest weekends of the year on the San Diego Bay, and with more boats on the water means a bigger emphasis on safety.
How's it been going?
This 4th of July weekend, San Diego Harbor Police are increasing their patrols as an effort to stop boating under the influence.
We want the boaters to come out and have fun. We do want them to be safe.
Officers will be looking for impaired boaters, but they'll also be checking for life jackets, safety equipment, reckless driving, and enforcing speed zones.
It is illegal to drive impaired. Okay, so if we get a call for service that a boater is acting reckless, we're going to talk to that boater, potentially pull him over and do a field sobriety test, just as you would in a vehicle. The rules don't change because you're on a boat.
Harbor Police expect over 400,000 people around the bay for the fireworks celebration. They say it's an all-hands-on-deck situation with most of their staff working.
Skipper off my bow, you're in a no-wake zone.
But officers say they also need help in keeping everyone safe and ask boaters to take precautions.
It's always a good idea as a boater to check all your equipment for a boat. Has the boat run in a while? You got to start it up. There are some dangers there. Make sure you have your life preservers, we call them PFDs, your fire extinguishers. All kids 12 and younger, when you go underway, need to have your PFD life preservers.
The main message, wear a life jacket and give yourself plenty of space on the water. And when the fireworks are over, officers say to be patient as crowds clear out. And if you see something out of the ordinary, to say something and call 911. Karina Vargas, ABC 10 News.
There are going to be lots of crowds. The July 4th celebration starting early in San Diego County. Today's events include the Mira Mesa Independence Day celebration, the Liberty Station Anchored in Freedom Parade, and the Oceanside fireworks and drone display. And then tomorrow there are dozens of more events. We do have the full list. It's a long list on our website, 10news.com. Just click on the Resource Center.
We are following up on a story we first brought you as breaking news Thursday morning. Homicide detectives are now trying to figure out what happened to a man who was killed in Point Loma. A driver passing by on Nimitz Boulevard spotted the man lying on the ground near the intersection of Formosa Boulevard. Police say the victim had traumatic injuries that were not caused by any kind of car crash. He died at the hospital. The man has not been identified, but SDPD says he is a white man in his 50s or 60s. There's no word on a suspect or any arrests. A Scripps Ranch teen who beat his adoptive mother to death 18 years ago will not be released from prison. In his first ever parole hearing on Thursday, Heather Cochran voluntarily accepted a parole denial. In 2008, Cochran killed his adopted mother, school teacher and counselor Rebecca Doust. He hit her at least 15 times with a claw hammer. Cochran was charged as an adult. He pled guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 16 years to life. The parole board says he's getting treatment for mental health issues. He will be eligible for parole again in 3 years.
We are just days away from closing arguments in the Larry Millette murder trial in Chula Vista. The defense rested its case Wednesday after calling just 3 witnesses, and they took less than 3 hours on the stand. The prosecution spent nearly 7 weeks arguing Larry killed his wife Maya after she asked for a divorce and then disposed of her body. The defense claims that police botched the investigation. There's no evidence of a murder and suggests that Maya ran away. Closing arguments will start on Tuesday. If you do want to get caught up in the trial, you can go to 10news.com and go to the search for Maya Millette section.
One Vista woman's insurance policy went from $900 to $4,000 at the beginning of this year, and that's just the beginning of her homeowner's insurance nightmare. After she was dropped by Farmers Insurance for making too many claims and she couldn't find another insurance policy, Crystal eventually had to go through the California Fair Plan, which is a last resort plan through the state. Then on December 29th, she got this letter in the mail.
When I opened up that piece of mail and I saw, I was like, what? It's insanity. They basically told me that my fire zone rating went from a 0 to a 2, and that was the biggest factor, but they also adjust for inflation.
Crystal went through the appeals process and after a lot of work was able to get her rate down to $3,000, but she is not out of the woods yet.
They did confirm on the phone that they will be raising their rates in October between 30 and 50%.
For many homeowners with a mortgage, not having insurance is not an option. If they can't maintain coverage, their lender can force place insurance or take other action through the terms of their loan. For Crystal, her force place insurance rate through her mortgage lender was $8,000. I reached out to the California Fair Plan with Crystal's story and asked about overall rate increases this year. They said they can't comment on specific cases like hers and can't even tie it to an overall trend. Emily Coffey, ABC 10 News.
Well, you may have seen these two in the news lately. There are some reports circling this morning that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are already husband and wife ahead of their huge wedding celebration today. The couple is rumored to be hosting a massive wedding celebration at Madison Square Garden in New York City. There's so much security around it. Barricades are already up all around the arena. Crews have been spotted bringing in decorations along with food and drinks. About 1,000 guests are expected to attend the festivities. They include Ed Sheeran, Sabrina Carpenter, and Selena Gomez. Stevie Nicks will reportedly be among the performers at the wedding, and sources say that guests are expected to begin arriving at Madison Square Garden this afternoon. So a lot of excitement there for today. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.